Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Prof Kanapi. My name is Muhammad Akmal Khairi bin Abdul Halim with matrix number B0319200017, and I'll be presenting on the system that we have developed, which is the healthcare information system. So the first slide is what is exactly a healthcare information system, or HIS. Healthcare information system, or HIS, are extensive coordinated information systems that helps hospitals and clinics manage patient data and the administrative process. So what we want to solve by developing the HIS system, the first one is the manually records data problem. Second, no automation in recording the data. And the third problem is redundant data that could lead to misunderstanding between the organization and the hospital.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Imran bin Ismail, matric number B0319200041. And now we move on to the objective of the system. Our target for the system is that data can be stored efficiently and safely from destruction, and secondly, data stored in the database can be accessed from within at any time. The scope for the system: our target user are the hospital staff, and the platform of the system is web-based application. The modules that are in the system are: first, patient master system; consultation information system; prescription information system, a lookup table; next, the ICD10 search engine; and lastly, a queue management system. And that's it for the slides presentation. Now we move on to the demonstration.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to Professor Muhammad Kanapi. So now we are going to do the system demonstration for healthcare information system. Okay, this is the login page for HIS, and the user can also register their account by clicking this register link. Okay, so now let's log in. Okay, so this is the home page for HIS. We have 6 modules. So here is patient management system, consultation information system, prescription information system, lookup table, ICD10 search engine, and queue management system. Okay, so let's start with patient management system. We click visit. Okay, so in this module we have 3 sub-modules, which is patient registration, patient master index, and billing. So here are the patient registration, which is counter registration by clinic staff. Okay, so click here. So this is the form for patient registration. So let's enter the dummy data. Okay, so this is all the dummy data inserted by the Google Chrome extension. Okay, so to insert the patient into database, we just simply click submit, and the system will display the success message, which is patient successfully registered. Okay, so next it will be redirected back to patient management system homepage. Okay, so here is patient master index. Okay, where in this module it will display patient biodata, spouse or family information, and also insurance or panel information. Okay, click visit, and then here we can see patient biodata. Okay, so in here it will display a table that will list all the patients that have been registered into the system. Okay, so each patient we can register their next of kin, their insurance, and also create appointment for each patient. Okay, so now let's add the patient's next of kin by clicking add button. Okay, so here this is the patient that we just registered just now. So he have no insurance yet. Therefore, the system will display message ask the user to register patient first. Okay, so we click visit to register insurance for the patient. Names called Malachi Nichols. Okay, so here we enter the uh, insurance name, for example, plus, and then medical card number. This is the dummy medical card number. Okay, so type, which is premium, for example, and the expiry date is 31st of January 2022. Okay, so we click submit. It will display the success message, insurance successfully registered. Okay, so now this patient Malachi Nichols has the insurance called E-Class. Okay, this is his medical card number and type and expiry date. So we also can edit this information by clicking edit, and it will display pop-up window to edit the insurance detail. For example, E-Class 2. Okay, so we click update E-Class 2 to update the data, or click delete to delete the data. Okay, insurance successfully updated, and here we can see the name has been changed to E-Class 2. Okay, so we go back to patient master index, and now let's add the Malachi Nichols next of kin. Okay, so this is the form for register patients next of kin. Okay, let's enter the dummy data. So this is the next of kin name, number of IC, dummy number, and postcode. Okay, so we click submit. Okay, so in order to see the next of kin data, we click patient management system, and go to patient master index, and go to spouse or family information. So here we can see the new next of kin data that we just inserted just now, Minerva Avery. Okay, this is her IC number, phone, relationship, and which country. And again, we can edit this value by clicking edit button, and it will display the form to update the data. So now we view the insurance or panel information. Okay, so this is the insurance information registered by each patient in the system. So for example here, Malachi Nichols have insurance called E-Class 2. Quintessa Green has insurance called Penelope Hickman, and Amy Carroll has Brenda Campos. And also we can edit the value by clicking edit button. Okay, so next is let's create a patient appointment. Okay, so this is the form for register patient's appointment. So here we have to select the patient name. I want to select Malachi Nichols, and select the doctor name, which is Nina Minat. Alright, so now let's determine the case for Malachi Nichols. So here are example of the type of case that has been registered in the system. So I would say this case would be fever, and the appointment description is just any description that the staff to enter. Okay, so I just simply say fever again, and this is the appointment date. Okay, so the system cannot allow user to enter the past date. Okay, so it must allow the user to enter today date and onward. Okay, so we click 31st of January, and appointment time is 11:22 a.m. Okay, and we click submit. Okay, so now the appointment successfully booked. So here we have the value display in the table below. Okay, so Nichols. So the staff that will be attend this appointment is Nina Maynard. Type of case is fever, description is fever, and the date and time of appointment. We can delete this row by clicking delete button. Okay. Okay. So patient billing is currently not available at now because there is no consultation created yet. Okay. Uh, now let's take a look on the lookup table. So here we have a lookup table module, which is all the data created for each type of data will be displayed here. For example, so this is type of case. It will display the list of type of case. Okay. So here we have 4 type of case registered in the system. Okay. If you want to register a new case, so we just simply enter here and click submit button. Okay. So let's try to register a new case. I would say anxiety and click submit. Okay, so case successfully registered and the anxiety will be displayed here. Okay, in order to edit, click this edit button. Okay, so I would rename to anxiety disorder. Okay, update anxiety. Okay, it update, and here it will display the new case name. Okay, so here are all the list of role registered in the system. So we have admin, doctor, and nurse. Okay, so let's try to enter a new role. Let's say surgeon. Click submit. So role registered, and here we can see the new role, surgeon. Next is insurance. So this is all the insurance for the patient, or we can add here, manually add the patient's insurance by using this form. Okay, here is the list of medicine. Okay, so we can see all the medicine registered in the system. So here is it will display like this if the image will not supplied by the staff or admin while they insert this information. Okay, so in database we have 3 type of medicine registered, which is paracetamol, abacavir, and ampicillin. Okay, in order to edit, click edit here and delete here. Right. So this is a list of stuff registered in the system. Okay, so we have currently 2 staff. To register a new staff, we just simply enter this form. Okay, and click submit. Okay, staff registered. So here we have the new staff, Kristen Sweet. Okay, in order to edit, click edit button, and to delete, just click delete button. Okay, so next is ICD10 search engine. So here it will display 6 tab of ICD10 code. So on the first tab we have ICD blocks. Okay, you can search any name. Okay, and it will display the data based on value of search. Okay, we can sort by the ID and name by alphabetical order. And also we have here have pagination. Okay. Next is ICD chapters, ICD codes, ICD raw, ICD report, and ICD map. Okay. So the next module is will be presented by Wan Muhammad Ismat bin Wan Muhammad Azmy. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Prof. Kanapi. Today I will be showing you for Consultation Information System CIS. So basically this is a module to cater for patient consultation function. Click visit to go to CIS. So this is the form to be filled in for patient consultation by the doctor. So as we can see that there is select patient and select appointment, diagnosis or problem, sign and symptoms, allergy information, blood group, medication information, social history, family history, and disability information. So now we will select one Mama Ispat as our existing patient that have been registered in the system. So in the appointment, we have to select the related appointment that is related to one Mama Ismat. But in another use case, since this is an outpatient clinic, a patient can also come to the clinic without having to make an appointment. So there is a possibility that uh, the consultation can be created without having to choose for appointment. So now I will fill in for the diagnosis, test symptom, for allergy, and select the blood group, medication information, social, family. So when all of the fields have been filled in, when we click submit button, it will save into the system database. So when all of the data have been validated and we have filled in with the correct input, the system will show a successfully inserted alerts in at the top of the page. So let's say if you want to see past consultation history that we have just created, just click view consultation history and all of the data for the consultation history will be shown in this table. So as we can see, the patient name Wan Mama Ismat with his IC and also when the data is created, we'll also have options to view all of the data that we have created. We can also order prescription for this patient and also we can delete this consultation history. Now, I will proceed with prescription information system, which is PIS. This module will cater for patient medicine and prescription functions. So now we will visit the PIS site. So this is the home for PIS. There will be such functions available in this section. So there is a medicine function and also prescription function. So basically, prescription is based on medicine data, while medicine does not rely on prescription data. Now I will demonstrate to insert a new medicine data into the system. Add create medicine function. So basically this is the form to create a new medicine there is name, manufacturer, cost, type, dose, stock, description, and also a field that we can upload a picture right here with a preview. So for now, I will try to upload or try to insert a new data for a medicine. Pharmaniaga. Cost will be 10 ringgit. Type, there is three types of medicine, either liquid, tablet, or capsules. So if loratadine, it is a tablet. How many dose per mg? How many stock do we have right now? And a little bit of the new medicine description. So I will write a medicine to cure flu. And for here, I want to insert a loratadine medicine picture. So it will upload for into a temporary storage in the system before we click the submit button. So when we click the submit button, the picture will be saved into a cloud storage, which is AWS S3 bucket, which is uh, Amazon Web Services S3 bucket, and the other data will be saved into the database system. So now I will click the submit button. So as we can see that if all of the fields have been filled with the correct format, the system will show us a success message, which is medicine successfully added. And the table below the form will be updated as soon as we have inserted a new data into the system, like the loratadine we have inserted just now. So we also have the functionality to edit or delete the medicine that we have inserted in the system. So when I click the edit button, we can update the loratadine information just by altering all the information that already have been retrieved by the system inside this model. Now I will proceed with the create prescription function. So this create prescription function, it gives us the ability to insert a new prescription data into the system. So now I will demonstrate for the create prescription function. So this is the home page for the create prescription. As we can see that there is a green button that says add multiple medicine. So it will give a meaning that, let's say that we want to prescribe a patient with multiple medicine. So we just click this button and all of the related fields will be added. And next we can see that there is a by consultation switch. So let's say that if the switch is not being enabled, it will show us that appointment ID. So in this use case, if the patient have an appointment and we want to create a prescription for him or her, we just slide this off and we can just select the appointment ID. But let's say that if the patient that comes into the clinic without any appointment, so we just slide this button on, so it will change to the consultation ID. So this use case is for, let's say that a patient doesn't have any appointment. So this is suitable for two use cases. So in the form, we can see that there is select patient, select medicine, or select appointment ID, or select consultation ID, start date to consume drug, drug frequency, drug quantity, description, and the last one will be the instructions. So let's test this form. So now I will select a patient and I will give him two medicine, loratadine and paracetamol. So now, uh, one Mama Ismat is just a walk-in patient. So I will just switch on this switch and the consultation ID will appear. So the system will fetch the related data to one Mama Ismat for his consultation that have been consulted by the doctor previously. So this is the start date consume. So let's say I want to let him consume loratadine on the 9th while the paracetamol on the 12th or 11th. So the drug frequency we just fill in the numbers. So for the description, we can say anything for this description. It is like a small remark. So this is for the instruction for the patient on how he our we want to let the patient consume. So we have to give them instructions on how to consume. So when all of the fields have been filled with the correct format of data, we just click the submit button. So when all of the data is correctly filled, there will be a success message, I mean alert, will say that successfully inserted. So now I will continue with the queue management system, which is the QMS. This module will cater for patient queuing system. So as we can see that this is the dashboard for the nurse, and on the right side is the dashboard for the patient to view the current queue. So let's say if a nurse wants to call a patient to go for a consultation in the doctor's room, the nurse have to select a patient and just click the submit button. Once the nurse have submitted a patient inside a queue, it will show that who or which patient in the current queue. So it will display all the related data inside the page.